Yorkville. News with Katrina Smith.
Welcome and good morning. Thank you so much for joining us on this Saturday. It's November 8th. I'm Katrina Smith. As I said, meteorologist James DeFazio is busy in the Weather Center tracking what we could see in the coming days, but what we absolutely will see is colder temperatures.
That's for sure. Yes, absolutely. And we're going to have a decent day today. It's a dry start to the weekend.
Enjoy it.
Yes, enjoy it while it lasts for sure. And unfortunately, high temperatures are going to occur right around now. We're in the upper 40s right now. We're not going to get any warmer. We're going to stay right about at that point. We're going to drop down a little bit during the afternoon. Tomorrow morning, we're tracking a bit of a wintry mix for very early in the morning, and then widespread rain for the evening hours. Downtown Utica this morning showing a very cloudy picture, but that's not going to stay that way today. We are going to see some breaks in the sun. We are expecting decreasing clouds throughout the afternoon. We're at 46 degrees with cloudy skies at Griffis and Rome. Unfortunately, these breezy conditions are going to continue not just today, but for several more days. Fortunately, they're not windy or damaging, but they are going to be breezy every afternoon this upcoming week. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar is quiet and dry, and it will stay that way through the daytime hours today. We are tracking this cloud coverage to decreases slowly throughout the morning, but as we head into the mid-afternoon, we all get to see a little bit of sunshine before things ramp up. Tonight, again, that rain arrives, and it may mix a little bit with sleet and snow. We're going to break that all down coming right up. Katrina?
Thank you so much, James. The Supreme Court has granted
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Saturday morning. We're tracking a little bit of a mixed bag of weather for the entirety of this weekend and for next week. However, today looks quite pleasant. We're going to see clouds decrease this morning. Take a look across our quad box, our 4 cams, and you can see that we're still seeing cloudy skies in most places, but take a look at Oneonta. There's some clearing up and above the horizon. We're seeing some clearing off the tower cam as well, some thinning of the clouds, and we're going to continue to see that occur throughout the morning. We're not going to see widespread sunshine, but we will see a few breaks of sun before the day ends today. 46 degrees with cloudy skies at Griffis and Rome, and breezy conditions continue, 13 miles per hour out of the west, and we're going to continue to see not just westerly flow, but breezy conditions each afternoon for several consecutive days. It's a dry start to the weekend, and then we're tracking a brief wintry mix to arrive early Sunday morning. It's going to be very brief before things change over to rain. And then a big change in the weather pattern. A couple of flurries possible on Monday, and then we're tracking the chance for lake effect snowfall on Tuesday. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, quiet and dry, and it looks to stay that way through today. It begins to change after sunset tonight. The wind outlook, yes, it remains breezy through the weekend and into next week. Almost every day next week looking at least slightly breezy during the afternoon, 10 to 20 mile per hour winds. The one day that looks a little bit stronger in terms of the winds is Tuesday. And speaking of Tuesday, we're tracking lake effect snowfall for Tuesday. And right now we have 2 models that are a little bit little discrepancy between the 2 of them, the global model and the European model. One has the lake effect snowfall placement a little bit farther south than the other one. The other one is a little bit farther north. What we can say confidently is that we're expecting a heavy accumulation across the Tug Hill Plateau. Everywhere north of the Thruway Corridor can expect to see some snowfall next week. It won't be as heavy as what the Tug Hill is going to see, but we will see our first flakes of the season. Those clouds decrease today, and temperatures are going to stay right around those upper 40-degree mark. A couple of breaks of sun before clouds increase this evening. We get that widespread precipitation to break out late tonight, and we're going to see some snowfall across the North Country, possibly a little bit of a wintry mix before temperatures all rise above freezing. By 7 a.m., we're all above freezing, and then we just see plain old rain for the remainder of the day. Look at your 7-day forecast. Yes, it's a busy one. We cool off big time and change seasons as we head into next week. Wintry weather arrives. A couple of flurries Monday, lake effect snow for Veterans Wednesday. And mixed precipitation continues Wednesday and Thursday with chillier temperatures. Katrina, I hope you got your winter stuff ready to go.
I think I do. I switched out some closets.
There you go.
Yep, got some winter coats
Do you have
out.
a guess for the question?
I'm going to go with 2018 to 2019.
Correct.
That's pretty long.
Yes, that was it was not that long ago. It doesn't feel like, I mean, it feels like it was a long time ago, but it really wasn't. I don't really have much to add other than as someone who's apolitical, spends way too much time looking at weather models and not paying attention to the news, just figure it out. I feel bad for people.
Yep, I think we all are in the same boat on that, and we can all agree on that.
Get it open.
All right, thank you so much. Well, let's take a look. And welcome back, and thank you for joining us for another half hour of News Channel 2 Weekend. Today, well, there is snow in the forecast in the coming days, and meteorologist James DeFazio is in the Weather Center tracking who's going to see it and just how much we may or may not see.
I am just the messenger. Just
You
remember
are just
that.
the messenger,
Yes.
James. We all still love you.
We're looking at some snowfall very likely across the North Country over the course of the next few days. I do believe we will all see our first flurries as we head into the beginning of next week. We will all see at least our first snowflakes of the season. Maybe not an accumulation, though, from the Mohawk Valley and point southward. We're going to show that. Overcast skies this morning are going to slowly thin out. We're going to see decreasing clouds as the morning progresses. We are actually going to get to see the sun for a brief period of time during the early afternoon. 46 degrees with cloudy skies. Breezy conditions continue today. The Orfo Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar is quiet and dry. It'll stay that way through the day today. We're tracking these decreasing clouds as we head into the early afternoon. We will see much more in the way of sunshine than we're seeing right now. We will get a little taste of sunshine, not mostly sunny skies. Tonight, widespread precipitation arrives. We see a little bit of a wintry mix ahead of rain that arrives for Sunday. A light ice coating possible across Hamilton County, a light snowfall possible across the North Country. We're going to break all of this down coming up in full weather, and we're going to take a look at when exactly this snowfall arrives. Katrina?
Thank you so much, James.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Saturday morning. We're tracking a little bit of everything this weekend. We're starting out dry. It's not going to end that way. Unfortunately, we're tracking rain, wintry mix, and a little bit of snow in the forecast. Take a look across Central New York right now, where we're beginning the day mostly cloudy. Although fortunately, we are expecting these clouds to thin out as the morning progresses. We see decreasing clouds. We'll see a few breaks of sun during the early afternoon hours before the sun sets very early yet again at 4:49 p.m. 47 degrees with partly cloudy skies, 20-mile-per-hour breeze now out of the northwest. We're going to continue to see these blustery conditions each afternoon as we head into next week. It's a dry start to the weekend. We're tracking a lot. A brief wintry mix Sunday morning, followed by widespread rain. Lake effect snow possible Tuesday. And lake effect moisture remains possible for several days as we head into next week. Snowfall accumulation map for tonight, going to be very, very sharp cutoff right across the northern Oneida County line, northern Herkimer County, from Old Forge, northern Hamilton, northern Herkimer, and the Tug Hill Plateau, all going to see about a trace up to 3 inches with the highest amounts falling on the Tug Hill. Your Orfo Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar is quiet and dry, and it will stay that way through the daytime hours today. We begin to see this system work in overnight tonight after sunset. Again, this wind outlook, breezy conditions continue through the weekend. Windy conditions arrive for Tuesday. Winds actually tick up a little bit. So where's what we're thinking in terms of placement for lake effect as we head into next week from Monday night into Tuesday. The heaviest accumulation in this dark blue area across the Tug Hill Plateau, but all areas north of Utica, all areas north of I-90 are the highest probability for seeing accumulating lake effect snow next week. Today, fortunately, we do get a break, at least in terms of the cloud coverage. We see cloud coverage thin out throughout the morning, mostly sunny skies during the early afternoon. Clouds set early, the sun sets early yet again. We see that precipitation begin to work in overnight tonight. By 2 a.m., a wintry mix across just north of the Mohawk Valley, light snow falling to the north. We are at temperatures above freezing, though, and temperatures continue to rise. By 7 a.m., we're all above freezing and all over to just plain rain. As we head into Sunday afternoon, mostly cloudy during the middle of the day, but that does not last. Widespread rain arrives for Sunday evening into Sunday night. Taking a look at your 7-day forecast, a very, very active weather pattern. We're tracking a lot of chances for both rain, snow, and rain-snow mix. A couple of flurries arrive on Monday. Again, we're tracking the chance for that lake effect snow, possibly some accumulating snow on Tuesday, primarily north of the valley, and then lake effect moisture continues Wednesday and Thursday. Katrina, any guesses?
I'm going to go with my good old C, lollipops.
That's what I would have guessed, but actually,
Chocolate
yes.
bars. They've been around forever.
Chocolate has, but not the bar itself. So Joseph Fry had a company in England, and him and his son, at 178 years ago, decided to put an actual bar of chocolate and wrap it up and sell it as an individual chocolate bar.
And 178 years ago.
Yes.
Well,
changed our sweet tooths forever.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Christmas and candy.
First look at your forecast tonight at 6. Meteorologist James DeFazio in the Weather Center. Say it ain't snow. Please, seriously.
We are tracking winter's slow return. It's going to be a slow bleed. It's going to be unsettled for the remainder of the weekend. This first round of wintry weather comes in overnight tonight and early tomorrow morning. And it's really only going to affect the North Country. We have a winter weather advisory in effect for Lewis, northern Herkimer, Lewis, and northern Fulton counties. The rest of us along the I-90 corridor and points southward will not see any wintry mix. We're going to be too warm tonight. We're just going to see some plain rainfall. Mostly cloudy skies continue in downtown Utica after a mostly cloudy day. We did get a little bit of clearing in the late afternoon, and we were fortunate to get to see the sun a little bit at least, because we're going to have several days of clouds now. 42 degrees with cloudy skies. Winds beginning to die down after yet another breezy day, and breezy conditions will continue. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. A couple of sprinkles showing up, but primarily dry conditions are going to continue until overnight tonight. Things change overnight tonight as this wintry mix works into central New York. A light snowfall across the North Country of a trace to 3 inches. We're tracking that wintry mix, which is going to fully change to rain for all of us by tomorrow morning. Lows tonight for Utica and Rome around 36. Coming up, we'll break down that long-term forecast and the rest of the snow outlook. Ben?
All right, James, thank you very much. Some films.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Saturday evening. After a relatively pleasant Saturday and a mostly cloudy day with a couple breaks of sun before sunset, we're going to have unsettled weather for the remainder of the weekend. Take a look at downtown Utica, where it remains calm right now, but that is going to change overnight. Mostly cloudy skies right now. We're going to see a little bit of a wintry mix that changes over to plain rain overnight tonight. We're tracking that as well as widespread rain for Sunday afternoon and evening. And then lake effect snow for all of us is possible Monday into Tuesday. Taking a look at our snowfall accumulation map for tonight, it's going to primarily be located to the extreme North Country, northern Herkimer County, northern Hamilton County, and primarily the Tug Hill Plateau. They are going to be the breadwinners of this. 1 to 2 inches of snow across the Tug Hill Plateau, a trace to 2 inches across the rest of the North Country. As for the wintry mix, so as for a little bit of sleet and freezing rain, we're not going to see any of that accumulate. The one exception to that, maybe a light glaze across the highest elevations of Hamilton County. Otherwise, no ice accumulation. And that's because temperatures are going to be mild. As the precipitation moves in around 2:30 a.m., temperatures in the Mohawk Valley in the mid to upper 30s. Up north, that is where it's not going to be in the mid to upper 30s. 32 degrees in Old Forge, and that's why they're going to see a little bit of light snowfall before temperatures rise as we head through the morning hours and we fully change over to rain. Just a couple of sprinkles across the southern tier right now as this low across the Ohio Valley begins to further deepen and move in our direction. A warm front will move through tonight, and then a cold front will move through tomorrow afternoon and evening. We're tracking breezy conditions to continue, similar to today, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds tomorrow and Monday. Windy conditions, 15 to 20 mile per hour winds on Tuesday. We're tracking that lake effect snowfall for Monday night into Tuesday. The areas most probable to see snowfall accumulation will be north of the Mohawk Valley, north of Utica. The heaviest accumulation looks to fall across the Tug Hill Plateau. We'll continue to fine-tune that. That warm front approaches tonight. Showers break out after midnight. It's a wintry mix, a wet snow across the North Country, and rain for most of us. Cloudy start to tomorrow morning, but as the afternoon progresses, widespread rain develops, widespread rain for all of Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. A look at your 7-day forecast. After Sunday evening, we change seasons. We're really going into winter. A very chilly day on Monday with temperatures only in the 30s. Lake effect snow develops Monday into Tuesday for Veterans Day. We'll have snow maps out very soon.
James DeFazio, who loves to ruin my night, came out as I was eating dinner and said, "Hey, Ben, it's going to snow on Monday."
It is. It is. It absolutely is. I don't know if you happened to catch the Notre Dame game earlier. South Bend, Indiana, that widespread snow that's headed in our direction. And we're going to take a look at that deepening low over the Ohio River Valley. Tonight, though, we're not dealing with widespread snow. We have a wintry mix and some wet snow across the extreme North Country that's going to change to rain very early tomorrow morning. And then things will warm up tomorrow. We're not going to see many issues tomorrow in terms of winter weather. That changes as we head into next week. Mostly cloudy skies tonight, but calm, clear weather, and that is going to continue overnight. 41 degrees with cloudy skies in Rome, and winds have calmed down. Each night we will see these winds calm down and then pick back up each afternoon. We're tracking a light shower working up through the Mohawk Valley right now. As it enters the North Country, some flurries beginning to form across northern Herkimer County, and that's about going to be the boundary line right around northern Herkimer and northern Oneida County for who sees winter weather. We're expecting a widespread trace to 2 inches tonight across the extreme North Country, and we will continue to track that wintry mix. It will change to rain right around sunrise tomorrow. We're only going to get to 36 degrees in Utica and Rome. Coming up, we'll take a look at what is to come as we head towards next week. Ben?
Yeah, looking forward to it. Thanks, James.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Saturday evening. It was a calm, mostly cloudy start to our weekend. However, we're going to see unsettled weather for the remainder of it. Showers arrive tonight with a wintry mix, and showers continue through the end of the weekend with much colder weather arriving at the beginning of next week. Take a look at downtown Utica, where skies are mostly cloudy, but things are still calm at this hour. Showers have not arrived in Utica just yet, and it's going to take a few more hours for them to make it quite that far north. We're tracking a wintry mix and rain to change over to plain rain overnight tonight. Utica and Rome only going to see plain rain. This wintry mix is going to be across the northern portions of the viewing area. Widespread rain returns for Sunday evening and for the beginning of Sunday night, and then much colder air arrives for next week. Lake effect snow looking likely Monday night into Tuesday. Look at tonight's snowfall accumulation map. With this wintry mix, wet snow is going to fall across the extreme northern portions of the viewing area. Northern Hamilton, northern Herkimer, and Lewis counties all going to see a very light accumulation tonight of a trace to 2 inches of snow. The Tug Hill Plateau could be the breadwinner, could see 1 to 3 inches on top of the Tug Hill overnight. With the wintry mix and some sleet and freezing rain mixing in as this moves across, as the wet snow mixes with rain, Will we see any ice accumulation? Not locally. Up in Hamilton County, possibly a very, very thin glaze, but all of the ice accumulation will be north of the viewing area towards the Watertown area. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, we're tracking this first shower out ahead of the warm front that's approaching, and it's bringing a light shower to the Mohawk Valley right now. North of the Mohawk Valley, cold enough for some wet snow. It is slightly above freezing, but it is promoting enough for wet snowfall. Not going to stick or add up to anything. We're tracking this deepening low in the Ohio River Valley, and this is going to continue to track towards us. It's going to continue to move eastward. It's going to bring us rain showers with this warm front, breezy conditions tomorrow, and then eventually when this cold front works through tomorrow night, we're going to see some really, really heavy rainfall. A little bit of a breakdown of what to expect tonight. A wintry mix and snow changes to all rain for all of us across the North Country. Scattered slick spots to the north. Tomorrow, windy yet again. A couple afternoon and evening rain with a couple rumbles of thunder possible. Standing water and ponding on the roadway. And then winter arrives on Monday afternoon into Tuesday, with the heaviest snowfall amounts looking to fall north of the Mohawk Valley. There's a good idea of where we expect that snow band to line up, primarily north of the Mohawk Valley, with the heaviest accumulations falling across the Tug Hill Plateau. All of us likely to see our first flakes, though, as we head into next week. Tonight we see this wintry mix change over to plain rain. This warm front moves through. Temperatures rise. We go from a little bit below freezing across the North Country to above freezing by daybreak. And we continue to rise throughout the morning. A little bit of a break during the late morning and early afternoon with cloudy skies, upper 30s to low 40s. And then widespread rain arrives for the afternoon and evening. And it could even pack a little bit of a punch. Could be a little bit heavy at times. We could see a rumble of thunder or two. Widespread heavy rain from 5 p.m. through the evening hours into the overnight. We dry out overnight as colder air works in behind the system. Flurries during the day on Monday. As we head into Monday afternoon and evening, there's that lake effect snow band beginning to form, and we're going to be tracking that very closely as we head into Monday night and Tuesday. We're going to have snowfall maps out as soon as possible. We can't exactly forecast exact amounts for Monday night into Tuesday yet, but we will have those out by tomorrow. We're tracking a snowy day for Veterans Day and a chilly day with temperatures only in the low 30s. North